Welcome back, creators. This is Cat Smiles. How are you guys doing today? These are my very first installation creations. Woohoo! Say that 3 times fast, which you probably could. I just wasn't sure if they were going to turn out, so that's why I kind of hid them, like on the Facebook page, and not really gave them too much of a, hey, they're here. This one here, as you can see, did leave the indentation of the bottom of the container, which was fine because I actually wanted it to do that. You guys did see pictures, should at least, of the before and after of me sanding this. I wasn't going for smooth or perfect or anything like that. I was just seeing how it would work. I used a 120. So yeah, so that was great. I did leave in all the little flaws that it had. This would have been really easy to fix if I wanted it to. All I would have had to done is get this area wet and then get some more clay and just work it in there and then let it dry like you would any other one, and then just sand out the edges, and that would have been perfect. But I really wanted to keep kind of the character of this piece. But it did sand out pretty nicely. I didn't do it for very long, and as you can see, it did do a pretty good, decent job. The same with this one. This one here was actually on an egg, and that's how I got this. So I just covered half, those huge like Easter eggs. I just covered half of it and then just let it come off, which I believe you guys also should have seen in the montage. These are just turned great. The inside is just so smooth. I did not have to do any sealing whatsoever. So we also have some Tic Tacs. That's going to go for this canvas right here. This is going to be my drop cloth canvas, so anything of the paint is actually going to be dropped onto this. So yeah, so we'll see what comes out of that creation. And then we also am going to start with a layer of Mod Podge just to seal up all 3 of our items here. Also, I do want to let you know that this can actually be totally fixed up and all cutesy bootsy. All you'd have to do is get, like I said, get the area wet again and then just carve it out just little by little, and it would be a perfect CA. But I'm using the matte Mod Podge. I actually got this at the dollar store, the same with the brush and the canvas. Dollar store finds, I'm telling you. So this is what we're going to be doing today. I'm going to at least get 1 to 2 coats on each of 3 of these and then turn them around and the same thing. And that's just going to go ahead and seal all of this in, so when we paint it with our next stage, because this is made out of the paper, the liquids that are in the paints are going to actually soak up more faster, so it's going to dry, and it's just going to take a lot more paint than what we're going to actually want to produce. So that's just going to seal it and give us more of a easier base coat to work with. Now I can either just keep dipping or pouring here. I'm actually just going to go ahead and pour into my little cup here. So this little canvas, like I mentioned before, I got at the dollar store. I believe they have like a 2-pack. It's really cute. It's just flat, like you can see. It's just a little canvas. That's why I have the Tic Tacs here. I'm just going to go ahead and push them into the corners, and that's just so that they kind of give me a table to work on. See, and then that's all I did there, was just put them down on each of the sides. So put them each on the sides, and now we can set it down like a table, so anything that drops off goes straight onto our protective cover. So first off, I'm going to go ahead and start with the tops of these. So I'm just going to go ahead with our matte. Now at this stage of the project, I'm not actually sure how much Mod Podge we will need. Since this is, like I mentioned before, the first time I've used this product, so I am super happy. And I'm just going to coat an even layer all the way through. Do remember that it will soak up every single part. So you do want to pay attention to that. It will also show any type of lined marks or streaks, anything like that. So you want to watch out for anything. And that's usually just because like a certain spot doesn't have a lot of liquid or motion to go around. So yeah. And also there are a lot of like creases and bumps and layers, so you want to make sure that you're getting all of those creases in, because if this just going to soak it all up. Hoping I'm getting this for you guys. And as soon as you start feeling the brush pull, and just go ahead and dip it in again. I'm just giving the inside a very light coat, just basically what's left on the brush. I'm going to do the inside a little bit later, kind of give the outside some time to dry, so we're not having a pool of anything, preventing us to pick up. And then just make sure you get the sides where your fingers work, so you don't want your fingerprints on them. Yeah, see, that's already drying up super fast. Okay, so there's our egg. Just trying to get all the excess off. Already done, super fast. Now we've got our bowl. See, that's going to cover right in there, which is fine with me. I just wanted to see how that works. As you also can notice, I am going around into circles trying to get all of those nooks and crannies that is created with the paper pockets. And trying to get all of those little excess Mod Podge out of the lettering or the carving. I'm just go ahead and once again circle pushing all of that Mod Podge equally into that surface, so there's no kind of bubbles and goop, because it's glue, guys, so it's just going to dry how it looks. I mean, it might dry more clear, but if you have a clump, that's what you're gonna get. You can sand it out again. A lot of people do that per coat paint or per coat whatever. They always go back in, take out all the flaws that might have happened during that one. So there we go. We have this stage completely done. I'm going to go ahead and let these completely dry. We do have tons of cat hair, so hey, wouldn't it be a cat smiles project if we didn't have cat hair? So I can't wait to actually see how these dry. I do see some marks on this side where I touched it. It is glue, so you're going to get it all over your place. That is how it's going to dry. And of course my Tic Tacs fell out, so now it's just there. But I'll see you guys in the next step where we actually do the painting. I can't wait. See you in the next step.